up, y'all? It's your girl, Shay Renee. So let's just get into it, shall we? What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Shay Renee. Look, I'm going to tell y'all, I haven't been on here. I'm real trifling because I am very sunburned. Like my skin, when I tell you I'm going through an ugly phase right now. And I need to take my hair out. I am just, child, my shoulders is peeling. My face has broke out. I am over here in skincare like overdrive to get my life. Okay, I haven't even gone in the office with the peoples for them to see me. Well, I have, but I went in there when they wasn't in there, cause I don't. I'm looking a little crazy, y'all. But I've been Seventh Avenue it up so I can get my life together. So that's why I have not been on here. But I feel. I just woke up from a nap. I went to a meeting with friends earlier. Had one too many drinks. But I got a chance to watch The Housewives. So I wanted to come on here and talk about these last 2 episodes real quick with y'all. Let me tell you something. I'm very disappointed in Porsha. I'm just going to get right on into it because I know it's late. Linda Gamble is here. You know what? You are the hardest working woman on the YouTube. I tell you. My girl Squarebiz is in the building. She says, welcome back, Shay Renee. Yes, thank you for having me back up on here. Okay. Thank y'all for accepting me back because I'm still a sister girl is struggling through this 17-hour time difference still, but I think I'm finally wrapping my arms around it. Miss B says, hey sis, what's up, Miss B? Child, we about to have that new TED coming soon. You ready for that? You ready for that, friend, on Beyond the Gates? Linda Gamble says, hey to everybody and me. What's up, Linda Gamble? Is that DG in the building? Yes, DG is here. Hey, what's up, DG? How you bees? Thank you so much for joining us. So, y'all, Miss Porsha, I cannot get with Porsha. I cannot get with her. You know, it is really challenging for me right now. I feel like Porsha is mad over silly stuff. It makes absolutely no sense. If you don't want to be with Dennis, you don't care what Dennis does, why are you so worried about him filming with Drew? Why do you care? I don't understand. It is absolutely ridiculous. DG says, thank you for my gift. Thank you again for my gift. Oh, well deserved. I'm glad you like it. Thank you for being one of my members. Listen, y'all, if you are but thank you so much. I appreciate you. And you know, I love giving y'all things. That's like one of my love languages. To give gifts. No new Ted, don't want him. But yes, if you are a member in my members only group, I give out a gift once a month, which they are due for a gift for April. So I'm ready to, I think I have something good for y'all. So I'm going to come on in there and we're going to talk about that at some point this week. But y'all, Porsha is giving very much, do what I want you to do, act how I want you to act. If I don't agree, we ain't talking about it. Like it's given very much, girl, you are on here like creating your own story. It really reminds me of, and y'all, when she was on Porsha's Family Values, okay, or Porsha's Family Matters, whatever the damn show was. Porsha, basically, I remember when there was a situation, that situation with the mother, Porsha fighting basically Dennis's mom. She called all her family members and told them not to talk about it on camera. If they don't talk about it on camera, then we don't have to talk about it. It happened. So the way that you puppeteer everybody around you is ridiculous. And I sense her doing that on the show. I feel like she's doing that on the show. She's trying to puppeteer everybody around her. When at the end of the episode, when Angela said, "Did you ever get an answer to your question, Kelly, about her and the husband? Did you ever get an answer?" Porsha, we'd like an answer. And Porsha sitting there being quiet. When anybody asks her about Simon or ask her about anything that's going on in her personal life or her marriage, she don't want to respond. You can dictate whatever you want to talk about. And that's fucked up. That's not what this show is built around. You have to talk about your life. You came back on this show thinking that you was going to be the centerpiece, the center peach, the centipede, the everything, the connector to everybody. And you are not. If anything, you are the picture of dissension. Porsha is not entertaining to me at this moment. I'm tired of her being mad about Drew and Dennis filming together. Who fucking cares? We don't care. I don't care if Dennis films with Drew. If you keep on talking about something, I don't care about Dennis. I don't care what he doing. I don't care who he be with. If you don't care, then why are you talking? Do y'all watch Porsha's YouTube channel? I have. So I've seen Porsha's YouTube. Recently, she had Dennis on there. So she gets all dolled up and she even admits, yeah, you got to show them what they missing. Why do you care what he's missing if you don't want him? You still going through a divorce your damn self. The reality is, y'all, Porsha always wanted Dennis. Dennis just wouldn't stop cheating. And she didn't want to look stupid because she got to look perfect all the time. She doesn't want to have anybody make her look bad. She don't want the public to see what's really going on in her life. She wants to make people think that she is living like a princess. She was never, in my opinion, attracted to Simon. I don't think she really wanted to be with Simon. I think that she used Simon to throw him in Dennis's face because she was pissed that Dennis wasn't going to marry her without a prenup. That's what it is. That's what I think. I think Porsha all this time wanted to be with Dennis. Even when she was on the phone with Dennis, she's supposed to be with Pilar. She was calling her daughter on this episode. She's calling her daughter. Dennis is in the background. You showing Pilar you with this hat on and all dolled up. You're constantly trying to look good in front of him. Why? Either you gonna fuck him or you're not. If you ain't gonna give it up or be with him, then stop trying to do it. You know how many beautiful women there are in Atlanta that he done probably fucked? And according to you, you said he liked to get his peen gobbled. I'm sure a lot of women have done that because he has money. So what are you giving that everybody else has not gave? I don't get it. Porsha, the bottom line is we're over you. It's giving team entirely too much. You are mad over stupid shit. Nobody is joining in with you in your disgust of Drew over them filming together. Nobody cares. Nobody is mad. You're the only one that's mad. That's nothing to be mad over. Let me talk to you, Cynthia. Cynthia, what the hell are you doing? You are on here. This Brittany bum. I kind of want to dive into some of the things because when I did my quick review of the episode that I did while I was in Fiji, I could not watch Peacock in Fiji. I couldn't pull it up. The app wouldn't work there. And as I told y'all in my members only, the internet was absolutely insane there. It was trash. But anyway, I digress. I move on. So I didn't get to watch the episode again like I thought I would have been able to once I got there, so I could give y'all a proper review. Britt going and buying a car, sticking her legs out the car, talking about you can have the SEX in here, and you know, playing the victim, all pissed off because everybody wasn't on your side. Who the fuck are you? I really want the audacity of this bird is ridiculous to me. It really is. And I want Nasal Nancy to stop with this. I really do. It's really annoying me. She is absolutely annoying me. She has absolutely nothing that I want from her. Nothing. She's providing absolutely nothing to the show. Nothing. Hold on, y'all. Let me put this. I made this picture that I want y'all to see. And I think it is a perfect depiction of her. Let me see here. I'm about to put it up. But y'all, I'm good on her. I'm good on baby girl. She can go. Because at this point, you are sitting up here looking at everybody like they should provide some type of loyalty to you. I don't understand why she literally sits on our TV after this whole situation and makes it seem like, oh, well, you guys, you guys are not on my side. Nobody is there for me. Who are you? Who are you? Girl, we don't know you. We don't care. We want you to leave. We actually want Kenya back. I didn't get a chance to do my review on Kenya's YouTube that she did. Britt said, listen, this is what it is. I'm tired of Nasal Nancy. I can't do her anymore. I'm tired. I am very much tired. Very much tired of her. Okay. Blow your nose to infinity. I'm tired. But moving on. You come on the show and you expect everybody to be 100% behind you when you are the one walking around talking about you got a pow pow. Then even further in the episode before the last one, she talked about having locks in her bag if somebody act funny. So not once, not but twice, you've now talked about having some type of resource to hurt other people in your bag. But that's okay. She can do that. She can do that, and it's okay. Everybody's supposed to stand behind her because Kenya put up a picture. I'm sorry, cousin. I'm so sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I am tired of her. Very, very tired of her. Indefinitely. The reality is, Britt, you have not put in enough here. You don't have solid friendships with people. She's acting like she's been on the show for 16 seasons. Like people should have some type of loyalty to her because she's somebody that everybody should want to be around. Everybody should want to be friends with. You have nothing to offer any of these girls. I question whether you even have any money for real. Because the peoples are on the internet allegedly saying that your husband is, a lot of people saying your husband is shady and shisty. He into some foolish stuff that, is real sketch. And that you have indeed lost your insurance license, and it's not because of your escapades. Like, you are a whole fraud and a fake. And what's bothering me at this point is that Porsha has now joined forces with her and Phaedra. They're supposed to be some type of trio once the episodes progress and Phaedra comes on here. I don't appreciate, or we don't need, want, nor like for them to be the direction of this show, the friend group to see. I don't want to see them. I really, really don't. And as much as I really wanted Phaedra to come back, I'm really not anticipating her coming back at this point, honestly. Because if this is how you're going to join forces with these ladies, you can have it. I don't like it. I started to get into Kenya. Square Biz says, what do you think of Cynthia supporting Britt? I understand her point, but being Kenya's friend made me wonder about her. Yeah, Cynthia is real fake. It's given very fake how you're acting. I'm sorry, not sorry. Cynthia, you sat up there when at that whiskey tasting, and you are like, oh, that is just, I know you guys are sitting up here telling her how she should feel. We were after you guys, showed up and didn't support her. You guys weren't the ones up there with a peen in your mouth in front of 28 people. Cynthia, what? You're not nobody. Here's the thing, and let me take this picture down. Let me take this picture down and come back on the screen. Here's the real thing that's bothering me with this, y'all. And I want to get y'all thoughts on this. What's really bothering me is that nobody is addressing the fact that this girl said that she had something in her, bag. She's the bag lady with tools in it to hurt other people. Nobody's addressing that. Do any of you care about the fact that she said that she had something in her bag to do something to somebody? Why is that not connecting in anybody's brain? Because just because it wasn't you this time doesn't mean it can't be you next time that she's targeting. The reality is, if Bravo had have addressed that when it initially happened, then this whole situation with Britt and with Kenya in the photos probably wouldn't have happened. I love the fact that Angela stands on her square. She stands on her square and she's like, listen, I don't really know why you mad at me. I don't really know what's your reasoning for being upset with me, but I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings or whatever. I'm sorry if that hurt you, that, we didn't agree with you right away at the table or whatever. And Drew was like, well, Kenya's our friend and we just miss our friend. So I hope you don't take that wrong or whatever. But, she's our friend. And I appreciate Drew being honest and saying, listen, we know Kenya. We love Kenya. She's been on the show with us. I don't fucking know you. So for you to sit up here and think just because you were the one that ended up staying and Bravo got rid of Kenya, that I'm now supposed to be like, oh, well, you know what? One band, one sound. She's still on the show. So now I'm going to stick with her. No, I don't know you. You walking around with pow-pows in your bag. What makes me think that you ain't gonna put an extra pair of scissors in there to do something to me? Are you kidding me? The resounding point is, Britt, who the fuck are you? We don't care. And now we don't care to get to know you. And your busted barrel of biscuits booty that you displayed on this last episode too, you are not what's up. You are not the biz naive. You absolutely are not. You and Porsha are getting on my fucking nerves. Is my girl Sweet Pea in here? Hey, Sweet Pea, what's up, friend? Thank y'all for hanging with me this late at night, child. I was like, I got to go on here. I don't care what my face look like. It'll heal. It'll heal, y'all. And I'm going to work with my edges all out of whack. I'm going to have to try to fix the ones around the edge or something, child. I don't know. But I'm very disappointed in Cynthia. I'm highly disappointed in her. Kenya is your friend. And I'm not saying, and let me say this, I'm never going to be that friend that no matter what, I agree with my friends if they doing some wrong shit. Because don't ever put me in a situation where you could potentially fuck me and your life up. Because I'm over here defending your bullshit, some stuff that you shouldn't have been doing. Now, the thing is, Kenya, you should have never put those pictures up. You shouldn't have. But Kenya is very intelligent and she's very smart. I love the way that she articulated her response to what she did. I love that she took accountability. I love that she apologized, but she also came with receipts, okay, with the whole situation with Britt. She called the police, apparently. She had the recording of that on her video, Kenya did. I love the way that she put that together to explain that whole situation while taking accountability. But Bravo didn't take accountability for Britt. So it's okay for Britt to do all of it, do these things and come and threaten people's safety, but it's not okay for Kenya to respond. Now, the thing is, let's not play around. Let's not play games. This is what Kenya does. Teresa brought a whole book to a table. Was it Teresa or was it on Real Housewives? They brought everybody one of Danielle's books that talked about all her escapades. There have been so many different instances on different shows where people have brought things to embarrass people. They've brought it out. Now, Kenya, this was very deep. You went way down, deep down in the belly of your soul for this foolishness, and I don't condone it at all. I don't agree with what Kenya did in retaliation, but at the end of the day, my girl D is in here. Y'all are up late with your girl. Who is any of the newbies? We are 8 episodes in, and all they have done is deflect and start ish. We know nothing about them still. Right. Now, I will say, let me say this. I will say, and thank you for joining us, D. I will say Kelly has shown her life. Kelly walking around with a whole bodyguard telling us about what's going on in her life. Angela has been somewhat open about herself. People are talking about, this baby that allegedly Charles had on her. We haven't addressed that yet. But you're right. Nobody is really like giving the depths of their life. Britt, we don't care about your sisters are not on the show. Your mother, when she came on the show, she act like she don't really fuck with you. She don't really like you. So it's like, what is going on with you? The husband act like he don't like you every damn time he in a scene. So it's like, what are you on this show for? The newbies really show me that Bravo was super, super scrambling to get people on this show. It was a very deep scramble to get these women on this show. Nobody wanted to be on this TV show. That's what it's given to me. But, I just really think that Porsha, let's get on back to her. Porsha is ruining. She was supposed to be the one that was supposed to come back. She was supposed to be jovial Porsha, coming in to just like bring some fun back to the franchise. Porsha got on that phone and she had her cowgirl hat on, showing off. Then she changes her clothes and comes downstairs to be a Debbie Downer because somebody told her that Drew and her baby daddy was filming together. That sullied her mood so much that she came down and ruined the whole damn party. This is your birthday party, by the way. Then you was mad in the last episode. I guess Kelly or somebody told her that Drew sucked on his peen. Who cares? Who cares? If you not hopping on his peen or you ain't with him, who cares? You said that you don't even look at him like that, but that is a lie. If y'all watch Porsha's YouTube channel, Porsha be all gazing-eyed high school girl giddy around Dennis. She's like, do you cook for people? Do you cook for them girls like you cook for me? Do you do this like you do? Well, how do you get these girls? Why do you care how he gets women? If you ain't trying to be one of his women. Porsha, it ain't happening. Dennis ain't trying to be with you. Dennis is not going to be controlled by you. That's why y'all will never be together, because you're not going to be able to sit up here and pump fake and Dennis go along with it. He's not going to do it. He's shown you time and time again that he's going to do whatever the fuck he want to do. And you're not going to control him. And I think that's your problem. You hate that you can't control him. You absolutely hate it. And frankly, I'm sick and tired of everybody making everything that you do okay. I gotta plug my phone up, y'all, because it's about to die. Like, I don't know why the people in Porsha's family even, they sit up there. I'm like, is Porsha paying all y'all bills? Why do y'all like, even Shamea, you don't need Porsha to be on this show at this point. You've proven that you have the gutso. You got the gusto, or rather, you have the money. We wish you had the fashions, baby, because some of these outfits, girl, she wore some. I was like, what is this majorette outfit she has on in the last episode? But she had some shorts on and some boots and like this little shirt. I was like, oh, okay, girl. I ain't liking that. But Shamea has a very bubbly personality. I like her on the show. But I hate the fact that she keeps on feeling like I I feel like what Shamea is giving me is that she feels like her level of shining puts her relationship with Porsha, it could be detrimental. So her being herself, shining bright, is a detriment to her relationship with Porsha. And in that regard, that's fucked up to me. I would not want to hold my friends back. Like me feeling like they become popular or people like them or whatever is hurting me. Like I feel like she is trying to keep herself at arm's length, or she's constantly catering whatever she does around Portia's feelings. And I'm like, it shouldn't be like that. Friends should not have friends feeling that way. Well, the ratings don't agree. Um, Porsha is a user. Hold on. Squarebear says, well, the ratings don't agree. What's the ratings looking like? Is anybody watching the show? Because I heard that the ratings was not good. People are really getting tired of the fake shenanigans. Oh, my girl Lee is in the building. What's up, Lee? Lee says Porsha is a user. She knows Dennis is a like her, and he isn't going to be faithful to her. Porsha just wants some kind of control over Dennis as a backup. Exactly. Porsha thinks that she's so fine and she's so great that Dennis is just going to stick around wait for her forever, and he's not. I've seen some of the women that Dennis has pulled, and he pulls baddies. So Porsha, you ain't the best looking chick that he done had, honey. I'm so sorry, not sorry. D. Herfer says Shamea is dull as dirt. It has nothing to do with Porsha. D don't see it for, she do not see it. My girl do not see it for Shamea, honey. She do not see it. Okay. Montrez Jones, what's up, Montrez? How you bees? Montrez Jones says Portia's return has been an absolute flop and is a complete flop. Okay, because this episode, it really ain't nothing. Nothing really happened in this episode. Drew showed up. They put her in the double beds. She tried to be nice to Porsha. Porsha, you knew good and damn well that Drew was gonna come on this trip. It's a cast trip. Okay. So she's definitely going to be there. You can't control everybody around you. You can't. And that's her problem. Porsha wants to control everybody's moves. She wants to control her image. I don't doubt that Porsha is behind the scenes trying to tell people what they can film and what they can show about her, and don't talk about this and don't do that. That's not reality TV. That's not. You're not being real. You're not keeping it real. So if you're not going to be real, you can take your fake ass on out of here. Live the Disney fairy tale princess life that you have in your head at home. Do it on your YouTube channel, and I hope people continue to watch it when they continue to see how fake you are. It's fake. And my thing is, and I used to love me some Porsha, but just her, I hate that dumb girl image that she keeps on putting out there. I can't stand this. I need a man to take care of me because I'm beautiful type of aura that she gives off. You have your own businesses. You have your own money. Why are you continuing to give off this dingleberry brain, big booty, big titty, like I'm gorgeous, so put me on a pedestal. I need a man to be there for me image. It's annoying. I cannot stand it. I am tired of women doing that. And then when these men take off and take their money with them and leave you stranded with nothing, then y'all sitting there looking dumb. Stop getting with these men because of their money and leaving with nothing. You absolutely it that can't be the only way to success. It can't. Square Biz says Shamea needs to retire from the twerking, sticking that tongue out. But Phaedra is coming, and that twerking nonsense is going to get worse. Yes. First of all, I think Shamea's whole mood is going to change because I think Shamea is going to be jealous of Porsha and Phaedra's relationship. That's what I think. Porsha thinks Lee says Porsha thinks she's Nene now. Yeah, but guess you know what? Nene used to get on my nerves too towards the end because she had a stank ass attitude. But that's where Porsha is similar to her. Not, but Porsha needs to get in the Nene mindset of being able to make it fun, get the girls together. Like Nene was able to do that. She was able to create drama and be funny at the same time. She had a balance. I have to give it to my girl. Got to give it to Nene where it comes to that. And my girl Sean can appreciate that because she knows that Nene ain't on my top list of girl come back either. It's just not. But lately, I've been feeling like the show needs her. Like they need an OG that's not fake like Cynthia. Cynthia has disappointed the hell out of me with this getting behind Brit situation. I'm like, Cynthia, are you trying to get a full-time peach again or something? Like, isn't Cynthia a friend of on the show this season? She's given a whole lot of full-time vibes as much as she's been filming. But it's really feeling like Cynthia is just joining with whoever is the main crew according to the production company. So production, it's clear that Bravo is pushing this whole Porsha and Phaedra thing. Andy loves a good freaking frack moment. So he's anticipating this. Like I saw him getting in a car on TMZ. Somebody was asking him about the whole situation with Kenya. So he was kind of dancing around it because they asked did he have anything to do with Kenya being let go from the show. Is she fired? Whatever. He was like, well, I'm excited for the rest of the season. Porsha, you guys got to continue to watch like Porsha and Phaedra. It's going to be a lot of fun. You got to see it. I think he really thinks that them coming on the show together is going to save the series. It is not. Y'all can't just brush under the rug what happened with Britt and Kenya. You did not address the situation with Kenya. You just took Britt's side. Here's what I think. And I think I said this to y'all in my video that I did when I was out of town. I think that Bravo thought, you know what? First of all, I don't think Andy really fucked with Kenya like that. Let's make that very clear. Patricia T says, I love the season Nene and Claudia were on. The way they used to throw the whole shade tree at each other. Yes, I loved Claudia on the show too, as a matter of fact. But I think, number one, in my opinion, I think Andy don't really fuck with Kenya. I don't think he really likes Kenya. That's one. Two, I think it was an opportunity for him to get rid of Kenya. I think that it was a liability. The production company saw it as a liability. But I'm like, how can you see those photos as a liability, but not Britt bringing a weapon onto filming? It's okay for her to do that, but Kenya gets immediately released because of some photos. That's absolutely not right. Absolutely not right. But I think that they saw an opportunity to save money. I'm pretty sure they only paying Britt what $2,500 an episode or some short shit. The new housewife salary. They're not making that much money. This is your time to dance. What do they call it? You got to sambo your way through this to see if you can get on to another season. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. You got to perform your life away to see if you remain on the cast. And I think that honestly, reality TV is starting to suffer. It's struggling because it's becoming less and less real. And it's very obvious. It's really like y'all must really think we a fool. Y'all really think that these viewers are fools. These women are not being held accountable to show their real lives. And if production is sitting behind the scenes allowing Porsha to pick and prod and edit away how she looks on the show, that's fucked up. It really is. Nanny of the Maroons. Hey, Nanny of Maroons, thank you for watching. Says freaking frack is old and played out. Absolutely. 1000%. I'm really not, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about them. Hey friend, I gotta get sleep. You have a good night. Yes, I understand, Britt. I'm about to take my tail to bed too in a little bit because I got to get my life together. I got to get my life together and get up in the morning. Lee says, right, they ass didn't check Britt for weapons when this should happen. Exactly. Exactly. And my thing is, because of her doing that, I would think that y'all would, get you a little metal detector or something on these housewives every time they come somewhere now. Because that's not safe for the crew. Y'all are in close proximity to each other. Y'all in close quarters. Y'all in houses out of town together, out of the country doing stuff. And if they are prone to bringing devices onto filming together, that's not okay. In the past, we see somebody throw a little water on each other, throw a drink or whatever, a little slap, little drag across the ground, but not really anybody bringing. Well, Kenya did bring that saber or whatever she had that she was pointing in people's faces, but that was out front in the open at the reunion and annoying. Miss Vaughn says, yay, I caught a live. Hey, Shay and chat, I'm at work. Oh, you work overnight? Listen, kudos to people that work overnight, child. Or maybe if you're in a different time zone. But kudos to people that work overnight. I tried it and it is, my body said no, 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 no. Okay. I tried it in my younger years. And so I know I can't do it now. But y'all, yeah, this is really this season of the Housewives it's giving snooze fest. I'm not doing it. I'm so tired of, again, I'm tired of Porsha trying to control her narrative. What's going on with your divorce? Can you talk about the divorce? She hasn't said, oh, I can't talk about the divorce. I can't do this. It's none of that. You're just choosing. You're picking and choosing what you want to talk about and what you want to share. And that you shouldn't be able to do that. And I feel like production is allowing her to do that. And it's annoying. Get off the screen if you're not going to be real. You can't tell me that your story is Drew and Dennis. Porsha, it got to be better than that because we are not buying that and we don't give a shit. We absolutely don't. Now, she couldn't film in the house. Okay, cool. So what? So what? We wanted to see the house, but if we can't see it, oh well. Most of y'all don't even be filming in y'all houses. We see y'all at a damn restaurant on these vacations. Y'all out doing something as a group. We're barely in y'all houses. Shamea is probably the one that we've seen her house the most because she has the best house out of all of y'all. But Angela's backyard, that ain't one to play with. I love that backyard that Angela has. Then this whole, at the end of the episode, we got Porsha and them. Now Porsha want to turn up and put her actual outfit on that she was supposed to wear to dinner instead of this all black everything. I'm in a sunken place type of mood and I'm gonna be nasty to Drew when Drew is trying to be nice to her and extend the olive branch and basically say, you know what, if I made you feel away, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? And I'm like, Porsha, you sitting up here getting mad at Drew and Drew is not checking for, I don't think Drew is checking for Dennis whatsoever. So you up here taking it out on her because somebody leaked to you that they were filming together. So now you want to be low and glum. Then after you talk to Cynthia in this fake ass conversation with y'all laughing and kikiing together because Cynthia is making you feel like home. You know, it's these other girls, they're good, they're cool, but like it's nothing like being with you. Basically, she's like, it's nothing like filming with you because you know how this works. But it's like, is Cynthia really, is she really helping the situation? I don't think so. But all the women are outside twerking and whatnot in the pool. Porsha gets all dressed up. Now her mood is perked up after, you know, Drew left the table because Drew is like, you know what? I ain't got time for you being ridiculous. I don't have time for you being nasty to me. I've tried to apologize to you several times and you being rude. Then she was angry with Angela because Angela was pressing the fact for Drew to come. I just don't get. Porsha really thinks that these women are supposed to kiss her ass. They're also on the show, making a name for themselves. They're not basing their existence around what you think or feel about them. So all the girls out there twerking at the pool, um, and Porsha makes a comment about her, she should go and F Charles or whatever. At least that's what Angela thinks that she heard Porsha say. And she talking about some Angela was acting like the woman in the window, woman in the mirror or something like that. I forgot what she said. It's a movie out about a lady in the window. I don't know. But basically talking about her looking through the window at her, at them outside. So Porsha leaves and doesn't even address it because Angela heard it and she runs right on down them steps to address the issue. I'm like, Porsha, why didn't you stay there and film it and give a response? Why didn't you respond to her or tell her, no, I didn't say that or whatever, whatever? See, you don't want anybody to be able to confront you. You want to be able to say whatever you want, do whatever you want, but nobody can hold you to task. It's crazy to me. Lee says, I will be asleep, but dealing with the passing of my father. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about that, Lee. Oh my God. Tomorrow, me and my sister drive into a different city to apply for assistance. Oh my God. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Dang. My condolences to you and your family. Definitely praying for you. Wow. Oh, you girl, you got me over here tearing up. Dang. And it's crazy because I was just talking about my father earlier with my friends at dinner. And, you know, just them getting older and all these different things. Like, it's like you got to parent your parents at some point. But, you know, as we get older, so do they. And we got to think about so many things. But I'm so sorry to hear that, Lee. But, you know, we here for you, girl. We are here for you, friend. Patricia T says, Porsha, Drew, Dennis, and Ralph are all in on this BS together. Clearly, it's fake beef. Yeah, and you know what? Oh, I'm so glad you brought up Ralph. Let me talk about him real fast because that just made me mad thinking about him. Why do you want to stay in the basement, Ralph? The last episode, he was happy because he won his space back. He won more time in the basement. Drew, you're an idiot. Let me say this. He would not, Ralph does not produce his statements. Here's my opinion. This is what I think. Okay. This is my opinion. This is a legend in my opinion. I believe Ralph does not make any money. That's why he won't produce his pay stubs or his money. You need to get a forensic accounting lawyer or whatever, a forensic accountant to make him pull up all of his money. I guarantee you he's still using Drew's money. Now, if I'm Drew, you wouldn't have access to any of my accounts. All of the passwords, everything would be changed. You wouldn't see not one red cent of my coins. Not another cent. Why would you continue to let him have access to your money, Drew? The man don't have no damn money. He's using her money. That's why he don't want to go get another house because he ain't got no damn money. And he don't want to have to sell that house because no matter how shady it was of him getting that house, he don't want to have to sell it and split the proceeds with her. That's what it is. Even though you use her damn money to buy that house. Ain't no damn way my husband gonna go buy a house and not put my name on the deed of the house. That's fucked up. Who does that? Ralph is absolutely a but like I don't know if he's been having conversations with Martell from Love and Marriage Huntsville, trying to get a class in how to fuck your wife over and succeed. He don't take that class from Martell, because he had Melody, and he wasn't gonna win. Okay, and he never is gonna win and won't. So you don't want to get no advice from him. Ralph is a user. That's what he is. He is a scrub if you ain't never seen one. He wants to live the life of luxury, and he wants to be able to go and freak and frog with all these women, but he still want to be able to have Drew. He wants the benefits of Drew, but he want to be able to go and fuck around and do whatever he want. That's what I think. And that's messed up. You want the benefits of Drew, but you don't want to be faithful to her. Leave her alone. Get out of that house. Go get your Drew. If I was you, I would move out and get me an apartment, and I would force the sale of that house. That's what I would do. Why are you still living in that house? Go ahead and downgrade for a little bit. Do what you got to do. Sometimes you got to be a little bit uncomfortable to get to where you want to be. Cheryl Poole says, and thank y'all, everybody in the chat, for wrapping your arms around our good sis Lee. Because Lee, listen, let me tell y'all something. Lee is a bright light. She is gonna make you laugh. She is going to do all the things. That is one witty young lady. Okay, Cheryl Poole, and so we got to keep her lifted up, y'all. Cheryl Poole says, I think she wanted the documents closed so her son couldn't see. He didn't want to adopt him. She says she didn't want the kids to see them. I'm gonna call BS, Cheryl. I think that Drew doesn't want people to know her real financial situation, or how stupid she has been with Ralph. Um, if that's the case, the kids are going to see him on TV saying that he didn't want to adopt the oldest son. That has been recorded on TV. I'm sure they've seen clips of that. So, it's just one of those things where Ralph he is a scathing liar. Patricia T, he's a snake. Patricia T says, in my opinion, I believe Drew and Ralph are playing in our faces. Something is telling me that they are not going to get a divorce. I don't think they're going to get a divorce either. I think Drew is upset with him. I think that I think this is a game. I do. I do think that Ralph is cheating on her, because my thing is, why are we living in this house together? Why? If you got money like that, and Drew has been doing movie after movie, she's doing this album, blase, blase, blase. Why are we living in this house together? And I'm sure her sister would love to help Drew get out of this situation. Did y'all notice how her sister is managing her again? I wonder how that's working for her with her mental health, because I remember she had to stop managing Drew for a while because it was like messing with her mental health or whatever, and she had like a manic break or whatever. Cheryl Poole says, yeah, good point. Yeah, because like Ralph and Drew, y'all playing, and we ain't got time. We ain't got no time. I would have been left. Absolutely. You and me both, Cheryl. You and me both. I would have been on up out of there. So somebody playing games. I think somebody playing games, and I think the somebodies are Drew, Ralph, and Porsha. I don't think that Dennis is so much in on it. I think that Dennis is just one of those people that's just like, listen, I'm gonna go wherever it's gonna make me some money. I'm gonna figure out a way to come and film on this show, because Porsha, she only gonna want me to film in the capacity of whatever she wants me to film in. So I need to have another avenue to come on here and talk about my businesses and talk about what the fuck I want to talk about. So what better way to do it than to link up with Drew? And Porsha was cool with Drew. So I don't know. Shoot. Anybody go over there and see if Drew still wearing go naked hair? Child, because if she's still wearing the weave, then it is what it is. I don't know why this thing keeps on making me push that. Ms. Vaughn says, my good condolences to you and your family. Yeah, we definitely lift up and support our good sis Lee. y'all. But this season, this Porsha, it has just been trash. I am not entertained. Not entertained in the least. Like, the MVP of this show right now, and somebody said it earlier in the chat, is Angela. And Angela ain't really doing a whole lot. You get what I'm saying? So for her to be like the I like Angela and Kelly at this point. That's it. Everybody else can go. Because even though I love D and I think it's hilarious, I kind of agree with her with Shamea. I love Shamea. I think she's the epitome of she is the quintessential housewife. She has all the things. But Shamea is, like I told y'all this, she's corny to me. I think Shamea is corny. I don't like the fact that she sits up here and allows Porsha to play in her face like this. It's a fine line between being a good friend and being a freaking, I don't know, just being a servant to somebody. It's crazy. Like, you can't continue to let people walk all over you. That's not the judge. Angela is the MVP. Yeah, she is. Because Angela is not gonna let these people play with her. She's not gonna let the people play with her. Thank you, Miss Vaughn and everyone. Oh, of course, Lee. You know we got you, girl. And anything you need, you can always let me know, friend. I got you covered. Reality with DVD says just Angela. Kelly is a liar. Now, you know what? I see, because what we're seeing for Kelly on the show, but I've seen a lot of interviews with Kelly. Kelly has kind of changed her tune. But I get what you're saying, because it's like we're going off of what we see her doing on the show. But I think Kelly she's starting to open her eyes to some things and to the chicks on this show. Cheryl Poole says, I think she was fine with them filming until her storyline changed and she couldn't talk about her life. Now she wants to play this storyline. You talking about Porsha? Yeah, but even with her not being able to, and yeah, I agree with you. But I think, my thing is the fact that you to get a storyline or to have a storyline, you quickly go to rolling over your friends, talking shit about Drew and stabbing her in the back, and trying to make your baby daddy look like some whoremonger that's sleeping with one of your cast members. Is that okay? You talk about all this stuff. I don't want Pilar to see this and that and the third, but do you want Pilar to see you being nasty to her daddy? Talking shit to him, talking crazy to him? So it's okay for you to do shit to Dennis and treat Dennis like shit, and Pilar can see that. But he's supposed to kiss the ground, the ground you walk on, and kiss your ass. I don't know who the fuck Porsha thinks that she is, that everybody's supposed to just haze into the throne, the invisible throne that she thinks that she has. Girl, no. Absolutely not. I don't know what her family has ruined her, honestly. Reality with Diva D says, I didn't know she was that bad of a dresser when she was just a friend. Yeah. You know. That's because we ain't pay her ass that much attention. We really didn't. God bless and keep you, Lee. Yes, 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 yes. Um, yeah, we didn't know that when she was a friend, because it was just like we didn't really see her that much. And she kind of hid in the shadows of Candy. Like, Candy loves Shamea. She does. I think Shamea is ultimately, she's a good friend. She's a good person. Um, but I just think that she is so far up Porsha's asshole that she's losing sight of being herself. And you can't do that when you're on a show like this. You need to create your own identity. Also, okay, I'm gonna say this, and y'all probably not gonna agree with me, or people have their own opinions about it. I watch Shamea's YouTube channel as well. Okay, I watch Shamea's YouTube channel as well, and she talks about her IVF journey, all the things that she has to go through to have a baby, and all this stuff. In my opinion, Okay. I think that it is very selfish of her husband to still want children. Um, and Shamea is struggling the way that she is. I said it. I think that Shamea is doing a whole lot to appease this man, to have babies for him, and it is ruining her health. It's messing up her body. And any man that loves you should love you more than it's let me say this. Let me say it like this. Do you love the idea of having more children more than your wife? Because the children are an extension of your love and your relationship. Okay? I don't I think that it's more power to her. She can do whatever she wants with her body. But the fact that you have gone through, was it 8 rounds or more? I think it's been more than that of IVF, sticking yourself, going through all these hormones. You don't know what that's doing to your body. And I just feel like Shamea is doing, I think that she is trying to do so much to make her husband happy. And we don't, and I could be feeling like this, and this man don't even, he ain't tripping about having another kid. And it's just all in Shamea's head where she feels like, you know, and I get it. As a woman, you feel like this is something I should be able to do. You know, why is my body not cooperating? And sometimes that's just what it is. Like your body just doesn't cooperate, and that happens to us. It's okay. It happens. It does. You're not going to feel good when it's happening to you, but I think that it is a thing like I don't want him to think I'm damaged goods. He got all this money. We live in this lifestyle, and I don't want him to think I'm damaged goods. I can't have babies for him. And I don't want him to leave me to go and be with somebody else because this is a baby making machine over here. I will hope that this man is not with you off of your capability of your ability to have children. I hope that he's with you because he loves you and y'all mesh well together. Because while homegirl over here may be able to bust down, drop it low, pick it up slow, and have all the babies he wants, he might not be able to deal with her. Can he have an intelligent conversation with her? Is she gonna have his back the way you say you never had, you never had? Does she have the capability of having his back the way you do? You got to weigh the pros and cons of what makes sense. We got to stop. Women, at some point, we got to stop. We got to stop doing this stuff to try to appease these men that doesn't make sense. You're over here like putting your body through the ringer. Then, in addition to that, you have a child with special needs. Like y'all in and out of the hospital with this kid, but then you over here tired and whatnot and putting your body through all this stuff, trying to have another baby when you're going through it to take care of the ones that you have mentally and emotionally. Just because you have money, money is not everything that kids need. Kids need their parents and they need them mentally and emotionally healthy, sound, loving. That's what children need. If I'm sitting up here, I'm working all day. I'm not spending any time with my son. I'm not letting him know how much I love him. I'm not creating space where it's just us, like I'm being attentive to him or whatever. But I'm out working and I can go buy him whatever toy he wants. That's not what he wants. Your kids want you to be in a healthy space with them. They want to be nurtured. And I really feel like Shamea is going to be depleted. Um, I just really think that she's pulling herself. She's shaving herself very thin, and that brings me to her relationship with Porsha. I think with Porsha knowing everything that's going on with Shamea and her children, it's really fucked up how terrible of a friend you are. I would always stand 10 toes down, and I would be there for my friend. And I don't think that Porsha supports Shamea as much as Shamea supports her. Not nearly. And you can tell. It's very evident. Very evident. Patricia T says, I think what's also hurting Shamea is that her husband is not really interacting with her. Why doesn't she and her husband discuss why he wants more children? That's that's a good point. That's a good point. But we really, honestly, we're not going to see what Gerald thinks because he doesn't want to film. He don't want to film. So it's like we really are only tasked, or we can only see her point of view, which it really doesn't help her story really. Gemini Nola Girl says, say it, Shay. I feel the same about her husband. He wants a son so bad that he wants to risk his wife's life. Right. And her possibly not being there for any of them. Right. So, are you going to be there to raise those kids? Are you willing? As much as Shamea does for those kids, he's working, and Shamea is working too. So it's not like she's just some stay-at-home mom and she's Peggy Bundy, put her with her feet up in this luxurious house with eating bonbons. She's not doing that. That girl is running herself ragged. She's on a whole TV show. You're back and forth with these doctor's appointments. Your other daughter, Shaya, she's healthy, and you going back and, well, she had to have a surgery too on the show, but she's in activities and doing all this stuff. You are being there for her while he's over here, big businessman. I don't know what he's doing to interact with those kids. Shamea says he's a good dad and he loves his children. But what do women define as being a good dad? Is he hands-on with the children? Is he up all night with you when they're sick? Is he doing the drop-offs and the pickups of the kids? Is he making breakfast, lunches, and dinners? Is he doing that? You know what I'm saying? And everybody's parental structure is different. Um, but nevertheless, I just feel like, um, yeah, how important is having all these children to her husband? Uniboo says, hello, everybody. In African culture, a boy is more valuable. Sorry, but that's how I see it. Just like Haitian culture in a way. Well, different strokes for different cultures. You know, who am I to negate that? Um, Men do like to, in American culture, rather, I can only speak for that because that's all I've experienced. Men are very prideful. Um, you know, Men are very prideful. It's all about keeping the family name going. They want their son to be their namesake. They want the son to be, playing sports, and them to see, them grow up and be like them, and all of that. I get it. My husband wanted to have a girl first and a boy second. But we ended up, I always wanted a little boy. I wanted a boy too. But when I was pregnant, it was more of, you know what, I just want healthy. But I ended up getting what I wanted. So, but my husband, he wanted a little girl first. So, at this point, I just think with Shamea, I just pray for her and her relationship. I hope that this doesn't ruin her relationship, rather. This show, if if she pushes too hard to force him to come on the show, because I think that may cause a problem too. She may feel like, I can see down the line Shamea feeling like, while she's not very vocal with Porsha of how she feels and how Portia's not there for her, I can see her being more vocal with her husband behind the scenes, saying, this is my thing, I'm finally on this show, why are you not filming more with me? People want to see more of my life, and you're a part of my life. And I can see that pissing him off, and then that causing a problem in their marriage. If the sickness and all this stuff with the kids is not already causing issues between them. Are y'all going out on date nights? Are y'all spending time together? Because having all this money and all that stuff, that's great, and that's a blessing, and it's amazing. But if it's to your detriment, or it's not really doing anything to enhance y'all relationship and y'all love for one another, the money should be something that gives you time to spend more time with each other. That's what it should be doing. And I don't see that. I honestly don't. Nanny of the Maroon says a boy is considered more valuable in every culture. It's a shame that a lot of modern women low-key support this BS. Um, I don't. I just listen. For me, I feel like, uh, listen. If Shamea can have another baby, be it boy, girl, whatever, I just want her to be healthy. I want her to stop putting her body through the ringer for this. And I want, listen, y'all have two very live, very vibrant children. It's okay to have two kids. It's okay to have two girls. That's fine. If he don't have his boy, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. So I just want I just want Shamea to see her worth, her value, and I want her to stop putting her body through all of this. It's a lot, but I can't tell that lady what to do. She can do whatever she want with her body. She can do whatever she want. I just want her to really. I hope rather that they are really looking at this wide scale. They're looking at the entire situation. Is this going to hurt me? Is this Do we really need to have another kid right now? We got a lot of shit going on. And Shamea is in her 40s. So, we ain't no spring chickens to keep on trying to push out babies. That's just like when Kenya was somehow having another baby and carrying it herself in her damn 50s. Y'all keep on looking at Janet Jackson and thinking that she is like the definition of the rule for kids in the 50s. Let's not forget, your body is not, it ain't made the same way it was back then, back in the day when people had midwives and we was having babies at home. It ain't made, they done put more things in the food, processed it. Our bodies don't do the same things as they used to do. They just don't. Also, you got to think about, I'm having all these children late in life. I think personally it's selfish to have children super in your 50s, and you're gonna be like 70 at this girl's high school graduation. But hey, who am I? I ain't the ruler or the sayer of who can do whatever they want to do with their hoo-ha and their cootie qua. Okay. Uniboo says, I was fortunate enough to have a boy first and a girl, just like I wanted, but this shop is closed. Retirement. I want nothing else. Girl, I hear that. Okay. I hear that. Listen, I'll be 40 in July. I am not trying to join the 10-year-old at 50 crew. Mm-mm. I was like, oh gosh, if I had a baby right now, I will be 50 years old with a 10-year-old, which is not a bad thing though. Let me say this. That's not a bad thing. It's not. Cuz I feel like it's a double-edged sword. Having children later in life, I feel like people are more prepared for them as well. So that's the flip side of the coin. I feel like when we're having children very young, we don't really get to live as full of a life as some people would like to. Some people, their life is fulfilled with their children. They love the growing up with their children, or like being younger and vivacious with their children. That's great. I think it's just different strokes for different folks, right? Because I still toggle and toy with the idea of possibly having a kid now, but 43 will be my absolute girl no. After, like, that's it. But I think it's just because society makes me feel so bad about being one and done. Everybody's constantly like, you should have more children. But I'm just like, I think I'm okay with being one and done, I think I'm okay with that. So I don't know, y'all, but hey, do what you wanna do. Okay, have as many kids as you want at whatever age you want. It ain't, yeah, listen, ain't my business, not my prerogative. But anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. I am gonna take my tail to bed. It is 1:41 a.m. and I got to get up at 6 o'clock. Okay, so I'm gonna go close my eyes for a couple hours so I can get the hell up and go to work. All right, thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. It's 52 of y'all in the chat. I am super super appreciative. You could have been anywhere but here with me, but you are here with me. You could have been face down, ass up, having a good time right now, or you could have been pillow side, taking a good, getting your beauty sleep, but you are here with me. But thank y'all so much. Love y'all, mean it. Make sure you like the video. Please comment if you are getting to the end and you didn't get to stay in the whole live with us. Please share this video with others that are watching this with us too, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.